Heyo, thank you for joining me today. In this video, making the Blue Ranger Turbo Hand Blasters, i.e. the Muffler guns, designed by me, Mr. Campbell Prince. As always, there'll be links in the description down below where you can buy the finished product for yourself on my Etsy store. And if you have a 3D printer, check out my Fangs, my Patreon, as well as my Cults page where you can download the digital model for yourself. And always remember, you can join the Patreon membership so you can sell all the Mr. Campbell Prince products with the commercial license, as well as do the same things on my Fangs page. Yeah, this is it. We're that penultimate build. The next one will be the Green Ranger weapon, and then you'll finally see what it looks like joined together. I'm so excited to share this with you. Yeah, this print is super simple to print. There won't be crazy amounts of talking in this video. You never know, I always say that, but I end up do. But I am going to move on to the support removal, which you'll see right about now. So, I mean, the only reason why I'm showing the support removal, I usually don't always do it as much anymore because everyone knows how to remove supports, is just the type of supports I use and where some supports are and where you should remove it. I use organic, i.e. tree supports, depending on what you call it. I found this better than using the normal supports, just because it left a better surface texture and yeah, it used less material. But other than that, it was straightforward. Yeah, so like I said earlier on, I am super excited because this was one of the nicest ones I designed in terms of just looks. I like it's smooth, it's clean. Not that I don't like the other ones, I think they're all great. Not about tooting my own horn, but I just really like the way this one turned out. You do obviously need to make two of them if you're going to complete the set, because there's two blasters, but I'm only showing you one. There was a little issue with adhesion with this blue PLA that I use. So I normally use either Polymaker, eSun or Sunny brand filament. And this blue one here, no shade, this is the eSun one that I've used many times, but for whatever reason the lead adhesion in this roll wasn't great. I printed this model out about 4 times, and each time there was little bits of lead adhesion where it wouldn't stick here, it wasn't aligning there, and I don't know why. I thought it was the printer. I did a full calibration. I took my printer apart and I used a P1S. Then I'm not sponsored by Bamboo Labs or eSun or Polymaker or Sunny for this video yet, or this video anyway. Have been sponsored by before, but yeah, just to mention that. So if you do see these lines, it's not because the model wasn't great, it just didn't turn out for the filament. I printed it again all in one single color in a black PLA from, I think it was eSun, and it came out fine, but obviously sort of doesn't really show it if I just do it in one color. So yeah, that was the reason why you see a bit of the blue line, so I do apologize for that. Now this bit here that I'm taking apart, this is going to be the supports when you attach it all together to make the turbo ram, i.e. the vehicle. So this is the attachments for these Blue Ranger parts. In the next video, I will put together not only the Green Ranger, but you will see how everything else attaches. So you'll see how the Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger, Red Ranger, Blue Ranger and Green Ranger all combined together to make the turbo ram. Now the assembly, it is another straightforward assembly. Now a good tip, if you leave scuffs on your PLA, use a bit of heat source. I'm using a lighter in this sense, just to smooth out, and it gets rid of those scuffs. So when I was removing the brim from this part, there was white marks left just due to, you know, removal plastic, and a bit of heat does cure it and makes it shiny once again. Be careful of how long you leave the heat for, and be careful as well with your hands and whatever parts you're using. Just be wary, this is fire, this is a heat source, you can burn yourself, so just be careful of that. Putting this bit together is simple. A bit of glue on top is always needed. I have this little tube at the end of my super glue thing, which was annoying, but I do use it for precision placement of glue because I try to use as little glue as possible and leave as little residue as possible, and I found this helps not only control how much I use, but you know, the residue surrounding it is less impactful, if that makes sense. I don't really know what I'm saying, but yeah, you know, I hope you know what I mean. And it turned out okay. So continuing with the least amount of glue, this model does use a little bit of glue here and there, but not too much, so don't worry about that. And if you can, please like, share and subscribe. A whopping 94% of you are not subscribed to this channel, and if you like this video, give it a like. If you don't want to subscribe, please don't subscribe, but if you do want to see more of this content and you want to show YouTube and all the other algorithms that it's worth seeing, please do like, share and subscribe. It really does mean a lot, and it helps me grow as a channel and helps me do more things, as you know everyone says, but it really does. You'd be surprised how much a like and a comment goes on. Like, I try to reply to as many comments as I can, so please do that. This white and red bit, I'll be honest with this whole build, this is the most trickiest thing to design because I didn't want this to be too bulky, but in size comparison to everything else that I've designed for this Turbo Ranger series and the show itself, they are really bulky weapons. Unlike most of the Power Ranger weapons where they've got a bit of angularity to it and a bit of, you know, I guess cool factor is the wrong word. A lot of the weapons in the Turbo series are very bulky, very rounded, a bit like the vehicles in the whole series itself, where everything's a bit OTT, and this handle bit, even looking at the TV show and different versions of it, it's a really bulky weapon, so I tried to slim down the handle, and the only way I could do it to make it look reasonably well was to slim it width-wise or depth-wise, so the grip itself is let thinner, but I had to keep it a bit wider, not only just to make it look good, but you know, just to keep strength and rigidity. But yeah, once you had a bit of glue, that is good to go. And the trigger itself, once again, pop a bit of glue and you're good to go again. Like, this little tip for the super glue is so annoying. I would just advise using whatever you want. I have also started using no more nails. I know it sounds crazy, but it leaves no residue at all. Just a touch of no more nails. I know it's a brand, I'm not sponsored by that brand, but it's what I use here sometimes. It keeps the models super tight. So when I'm selling my props and doing my custom works, I tend to use normal nails rather than super glue, just because one doesn't need that residue and it's a lot of a stronger bond. Only issue is if you misalign or misalign anything, it is never separating. The only way to remove it is to destroy the print and start again. So do bear that in mind if you are going to use normal nails or its equivalent in any other brand. That wherever you place it, it is almost a permanent bond. With super glue, most likely is more time, but that can separate with a little force, a bit of heat here and there. But yeah, I found normal nails, there's just no movement at all. Yeah, like I said, I do a lot of prop design, I do a lot of other things. You might have saw in the last video, depending on what you're watching this is, where I design and release the clock model design. I do lots of other things like that as well. If you want to see more stuff of the other things I do besides props, I presume that most people do come to my channel and my my pages and all of that because of the props and predominantly the Power Ranger stuff that I do, more so than anything else. But I do other designs as well, so let me know if you want to see that in the comments. I did get one person reach out to me and ask about, do I do more custom stuff like prop, and I do mostly occasionally. So if there's a particular weapon, mask, I am not great at masks and helmets, I'll be honest, so there are better people out there for that. Frankie Builds is one of them, for many others as well, just one to name, who are better at doing like mask stuff. But if you want props, i.e. weapons, tools, any accessory, that I am tooting my own horn, I'm a great expert designer in doing. Obviously there are great other ones as well, so yeah, please come to me and reach out for there. But outside of that, yeah, just be able to do like the masks and clothing and stuff, which I have no idea how to do effectively. But yes, going on to builds and future products. Like I said, I'm moving on to Space. Space is a great Power Ranger series. I'll talk about that close thing. So I'm in the model designing that at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a really lot of great stuff. I'm talking about just taking a break from what you're watching now. Like, the industry as a whole is 3D printing is absolutely exploding. I'm seeing more and more creators every day, more and more tools. Obviously, Bamboo Lab just released the H2D to the H, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the new printer. And it looks amazing, Prusa and so many others. Like, it's great to see that there's so much innovation. And prices are coming down. Obviously, it depends on where you are in the world. Prices may vary, but it's good to see that it's becoming more accessible for more people. And I know it sounds really counterproductive by me saying, "Oh, it's glad that more people are getting into it." You know, that means that more people design and less business fee. But no, this is a great community. This is a great way to design. I generally do more printing for things in my home and little knickknacks I would have never done without other creators' ideas and their designs. So thank you for all those creators who design bookshelf racks, clips, mounting tools for cameras that I download them and print them using myself. So yeah, the more people that get into this industry, the better, because it just allows for, you know, more shared ideas. Obviously there will be some of those who, you know, do the dodgy stuff and steal other people's models and ideas, which isn't great and doesn't, you know, don't show the love to those who have created it. And that's, you know, it's the side like with any industry. But if you are interested in 3D printing and you want any help or support, by all means reach out to me. I try my best to help them. You can join my Patreon where you have access to my Discord. And yeah, you can always email me, pop me a message, and I'll try my best to help and support. I want to be able to help those who need help, who are interested in asking questions. Leave comments in the link in the videos and I'll try and get back to you like I said before. But yeah, back to the video. That is it. That build, that was super simple. There, you see, there was no glue in attaching this, and I would recommend probably not using glue when you put in the end part in, because if you do want to take it apart and put it away, it is a really tight friction fitted and it holds really well together. So you don't actually need glue. And put on the accessory, attachment, adapter, whatever you call it, the connector. Yeah, I chose the wrong side there. You just literally pop it in, slot it in at the top, and then it locks in. And it is a really sturdy fit. Like, I printed this all at, I think, 10% infill, including the adapter. And it, yeah, holds really well. You can shake it, move it, and it's gonna stay on. But with that being said and done, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you all on the next one. Let's get on to the glamour shots. Let's go!
In a world where shadows ripple and dance, Mr. Campbell prints, giving dreams a chance. Electric whispers linger in the night. Through the chaos, he ignites the light. Welcome to the realm where fantasies take flight. Mr. Campbell prints, let your spirit soar. In this darkened world, you'll find the core. Through the neon glow, we'll shape our fate with every frame.